93 Boxing. I'm back with another video. Deontay Wilder just KO'd Bermaine Stiverne in the first round, and it was a brutal one, a really brutal KO of Bermaine Stiverne. I mean, Bermaine Stiverne got up I think once or twice, but it was still brutal, man. He was hurt, and Bermaine Stiverne's tough. You know, we saw him in the first fight against Wilder. He took some shots, he took it well, but Wilder, man, he just set the record straight in the rematch. The Wilder's power is real, like he's been proving. You know, Bermaine Stiverne's actually a good fighter. He's not a bum no more. You know, he's not a bum. You know, and Wilder did better. I can't blame Wilder for any not being able to face good competition too much because it's not his fault. And Sky, you know, Eddie Hearn, the whole lot, the Johnny Nelson, the who else is out there? I think Spencer, someone, I can't remember his name, and there's some other guys, Dave Codwell or something. These guys need to calm the fuck down. These fuck boys need to calm the fuck down because they're pretending like as if Deontay Wilder is not a big name, and I understand Joshua's a bigger name. I reckon Joshua's a bigger name in the States than Wilder is, if that makes sense. But Wilder's still a name in the heavyweight division. He is. He's a name. He's a bigger name than Takam, the guy that Joshua fought. He's a bigger name than most guys that Anthony Joshua fought. Most guys that Tyson Fury fought. See, he's a name. He's a bigger name than many people. But we, like in Sky, us UK, Sky Sports Broadcasting, whatever, is pretending like Wilder's nothing. You know, when Wilder came to this UK to watch the Joshua and Klitschko fight, he was kind of ignored. And the only time they mentioned Wilder versus a UK fighter was Wilder versus Tony Bellew, which is a bullshit fight that probably won't happen. And if it does, it just means that, Anthony Joshua will be fighting Wilder soon, and they're just trying to put as many blocks as possible to kind of delay the fight as much as possible. This is the problem with the Sky Sports I've been noticing. It's kind of like Kell Brook. And, you know, I don't see Anthony Joshua himself as Kell Brook, because Anthony Joshua, he looks to fight competition, man. He's an honest guy. He's a good guy, you know. I can see from his perspective why he wants to delay the fight, because he hasn't been in pro for too long. But at the same time, it's this team. It's the Eddie Hearn whole thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's them. They've been protecting Kell Brook throughout. Like, they're trying to pretend like who's Errol Spence. They didn't want to fight no Errol Spence. Let's be real. The only reason they fought Errol Spence is so that they're going to try to keep the title with them. Because the title's the only thing that keeps them relevant. And without the title, Kell Brook is pretty much nothing. I mean, you know, he can be something, as he calling out Amir Khan, trying to be more relevant. But if Amir Khan never fights him, Kell Brook will just end up fighting like a few bums. If Amir Khan never fights him, I would highly doubt that Kell Brook would fight a good competition. You know, or a few good competitions. You know, he would never do that. He's just calling out Khan for a payday. So I don't see Joshua same as Brook, but I see Eddie Hearn protecting Kell Brook, calling who's Errol Spence, but then going out to fight Frankie Gavin, going out there to fight Jojo Dan, going out there to fight Kevin Bizier. You know, they were all mandatories. Errol Spence was a mandatory as well, but they were pretending like who's this Spencer character. You know, so it's kind of like Eddie Hearn's been protecting his fighters like that. They've been fighting bums. But, you know, Joshua, he's a good guy, man. I wish him all the best. I wish Wilder all the best as well. You know, Tyson Fury is talking some good stuff as well. And he's praising Deontay Wilder. He's praising Deontay Wilder on Twitter. And, you know, when Tyson Fury doesn't like praising a lot of people, but in terms of, especially in the heavyweight boxing. But if he does, that means, you know, he's seeing some talent. A professional boxer seeing another professional boxer and looking at him and thinking, this guy's got some talent. He's dangerous. And Deontay Wilder, I think, honestly, he beats Anthony Joshua. I honestly think he beats Anthony Joshua, and Joshua can beat him. I think he has a bit more skills, But you know, there's something that I can't really explain, and it's very hard to explain. There's a certain thing, right, that I've noticed in Wilder that Joshua I don't think has as much. It's basically the confidence. It's basically you know, when you're in there, you're physically, mentally relaxed in there. You're like, you know, Wilder's very relaxed. He's having fun in there. Joshua's kind of like, Wilder's like in his body. He's in the groove. Whatnot. Joshua's like more in his mind, if that makes sense. Um, Wilder's more instinctive, you know, and everything's coming off his instinct. The good thing about that is, when things get heated, your instincts will still be there because it's your instincts that kind of takes over when things get heated. But Wilder's fighting instincts are, it's hard to explain. Like with Joshua, his instincts, right, it's kind of in his mind. So when things get heated, he doesn't know what to do. And we've seen that against Klitschko when he got dropped and he came back up. He didn't know what to do. I mean, he was stiff. Wilder's not like that. He's always in the groove. I think, has better reflexes, more comfortable in there. A person that's more stiff, right, means they're kind of a bit more mentally nervous in the sense that they're not nervous with the opponent, but they're nervous of what to do. And the bad thing about that is when they get hit, they panic mentally a bit more. And that's more likely to drop them. Wilder, he doesn't have that panic in him. He's supremely confident. Kind of like Tyson Fury in a way. Yeah. But that's really all I have to say, man. Let me know what you think. Wilder made a statement. Joshua didn't look too good in his last fight, but... And you know, we can agree that Wilder does hit harder than Joshua from what it seems like, okay? I mean, at least I think that. 93 Boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've been ill, man. Yesterday, I should have made a video yesterday, but I was so fucking ill. Sore throat and everything, but I feel bit better now. So I decided to make a video. I'll be back with some more videos soon. I'm out. 93 Boxing, I'm back with another video.